The Dodgers starting pitching dominant in the first two games of the National League Championship Series. Game one, it was Blake Snell. 8 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts. First pitcher in postseason history with that line. Game two, Yoshi Yamamoto became the first Dodgers pitcher with a complete game in the postseason in more than 2 decades. Absolutely locked in. And last year, the Dodgers leaned on their starting pitching to win a World Series. They're leaning on their starters once again. Absolutely dominant so far this postseason. 6-1 record. 1.54 ERA, a whip of .70, and nearly 11 strikeouts per 9 ratio. So far, a 2-0 series lead on the Brewers in the NLCS. Here with former first-round pick Lewis Brinson, and welcome in former Phillies GM Rubén Amaro Jr. Back in July, Brewers manager Pat Murphy described his ball club as a bunch of average Joes. Well, Lewis, through the first 2 games of the NLCS, the Dodgers are making the Brewers look like average Joes. How are they doing that? How has Snell and Yamamoto been so dominant?
Yeah, I mean, they're just dominant pitchers. I mean, the Brewers have just ran into a buzzsaw. These guys are already Cy Young Award winner in Blake Snell, and potential and going to win a Cy Young one day in Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But they're just executing their pitches. They're executing the game plan. The game plan is, we know the Brewers can hit fastballs. We know they hit 95 plus very, very well. So what we're going to do, we're going to shy away from fastball a little bit. You still got to show it to keep them honest. But at the same time, we're going to, with Blake Snell, I'm going to utilize that changeup. I'm going to utilize that curveball with Yamamoto last night. Didn't have his splitter in the Phillies series. Now he brought that back, being able to locate that. Being able to throw that 0-0 breaking ball that these guys were completely locked up against. But it's just as simple as that. These guys have just executed their plan against the Brewers, really.
Rubén, what have you seen?
Yeah, one of the main things that I see, and you broke it down really great, Lewis, because you're sort of hopeful that the Dodgers off-speed stuff is not being thrown for strikes, particularly a guy like Blake Snell, who has so much swing and miss to his game, that you're sort of hopeful that he's just throwing his breaking stuff out of the zone. But he's been so locked in for like the last month. I mean, he dominated against the Phillies, threw extremely well, obviously threw extraordinarily well in the first game of the NLCS, and it's just been really impressive. The Dodgers, this is the reason why they signed all these guys. Why did they get all these arms? Well, they knew that they had some warts on them. They had some issues with their health. But they knew that if they got some health out of these guys at the right time, they could be this dominant. And it's exactly what's happening right now. And it's really impressive to see them sort of come together as an entire staff, especially the starters.
You remember last year, their starting pitching was just crushed. But it was crushed, right? It was a question mark, but it was decimated by injuries. You didn't know who was going to step up. You didn't know which guy was going to go out there and give you 4 or 5 innings. It was you got to lean on the bullpen, figure out a way. And now the front 3 starters, and then, oh, wait, you have Shohei Ohtani going in game 4. Are you kidding? Like, this is the complete opposite of now what Dave Roberts has moving forward here. I mean, they look like what we have said all along, an absolute gauntlet every night.
Yeah, it's really unfair, to be honest with you. If we're being real, it's pretty unfair for the Brewers to have to face Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, explosive fastball. And again, oh yeah, Shohei Ohtani is your game 4 starter. Are you kidding me? So, I mean, good luck, man. Honestly, that's all I have to say is good luck to them. They're going to have to execute. They're going to have to take advantage somehow of these guys of their mistakes, which they haven't been making mistakes that often so far this series.
It's good morning, good afternoon, good night, season over. Yeah. I mean, that's what it feels like.
Seriously.
Right?
Yeah.
And you don't need much from the bullpen if your starters are going 8 and 9 innings. Rubén, if you're going to beat the Dodgers, it's forcing them to go to that bullpen, because we did see it was a little shaky in game 1 of this NLCS.
Yeah, it's so important for them to somehow get into that bullpen, because the starting pitching's just been so good. They do have the youngster out there as a closer, Sasaki, now throwing as a closer, and that's certainly a weapon. But beyond that, I mean, Trinan and others have just really struggled. I know Trinan made the last pitch of that one game, but he did not do it easily, and he has not been pitching all that well. He's got some experience, but to me, I think somehow, some way, the Brewers have to figure out a way to win a baseball game in Los Angeles so that they can try to push it such that they have to get into that bullpen. If they can certainly put a lot of pressure on them because that bullpen's light. And if they can get past the starters somehow, if Glass now doesn't throw his breaking ball for strikes and they can work him to the point where they can get into that bullpen, then they're going to give themselves a chance. Otherwise, it might be lights out for them.
And it's woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? But we could be talking about a 1-1 series. If Bryce Terang wears that pitch in the 9th inning or doesn't swing at a ball in his eyes, we could be talking about a tie ball game, and you never know, they walk it off, right? Yeah. Like, that's how the margins for error is so thin in these situations. And you're talking about a little bit of luck. You're talking about a little bit of the ball going your way sometimes. Like, that's how close we could be talking about a 1-1 series here because of that bullpen.
Absolutely. I mean, in that moment, you can't really blame Bryce Terang. You're reacting, right? The ball's coming at you. I'm getting out of the way.
Wait, are you not thinking that, though? Are you not thinking about, hey, if he comes in on me, I'm wearing it?
I don't think so, because as a hitter, it's a slide. I don't think he's looking for he's looking for Blake Triton to throw him a slider at his back foot. So if you see one and he's leaning over the plate, Bryce Terang's a guy that likes to lean over the plate and really, get his barrel through the zone. You see that slider coming at you, your natural human reaction is to get out of the way. So you can't really blame him for not wearing that. Now, you're in the dugout. I'm sure Pat Murphy likes to joke around. He's one to say, hey, man, we need you to wear that there, man. We're trying to win a ball game here. But, again, you can't really blame him on that. But going back to the bullpen, I have so much confidence in them. I have a lot of confidence in all those guys being able to finish a bag of seeds, one bag of seeds each, because they might not see the mound in this series. I mean, the Glass now, he's been good since he's come back from injury. You already had your two dominant starters, Game 1 and Game 2. Shohei Ohtani's going Game 4. I mean, these guys might as well sit back and kick back and hang out with the fans out there at this point. I mean, you hope as a Brewers hitting group that you can somehow take advantage of a mistake that Glasnow makes. The only thing that is in their favor, Glasnow has an explosive fastball and he likes it. So they're going to have to find a way to get him in the zone because he likes to upshoot and get you to chase above your eyes. So they're going to have to find a way to get him in the zone, get on top of that fastball, and maybe he doesn't pay attention to the scouting report from the first 2 games and doesn't decide to go with that big hammer.
You got him down for 1 bag of seeds. Are you going ranch, dill pickle, or original?
Dill pickle.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm big on the dill pickle myself.
Each. 1 bag of seeds each.
Dill pickle, delicious.
Yes.
Ranch, though, is
it's a little tough.
Pretty elite, though, as well. Brewers are trying to be elite. They're looking for a spark here in Game 3 on Thursday. Scored just 2 runs on 5 hits in 2 games thus far. Lewis, who are you calling on here to step up? This is a must-win game. I don't care what you call it. You can't go down 0-3 on Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm calling the whole lineup as a whole, right? The Brewers' MO is their whole lineup working as a cohesive unit, right? You need 1 through 9 to be able to get guys on, get a base hit, steal a bag. Like, that's been their motto the entire season. But if I had to pick one guy, I would say Christian Yelich. Obviously, Christian Yelich is the backbone of this team, the veteran leadership of this team. And I would look at also Bryce Terang, just because he seems like he's been in anything good going for the Brewers in any big moment. It seems like Bryce Terang has been in the middle of that. So I would say it seems like he's a jumper cables for this offense, for me. So I would say Bryce Terang, if he can get things going, he can get a big double base hit in the gap, turn a single into a double. It fires up this offense and they can get it going a little bit.
So you're calling on the MVP, Christian Yelich, a guy you were traded for.
Yes, sir.
So you need him to step up here for Milwaukee.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got the ability to do it. I mean, 2018 won the MVP. I'm sitting there in Miami like, oh, man, this guy just won the MVP. I just got traded for him. Oh, my God. This is human thoughts for me. So, I mean, he's going to get it going. I mean, Christian Yelich is Christian Yelich for a reason. They depend on this guy. They look for this guy for leadership. I think he'll eventually get it going. He does kind of struggle against Tyler Glasnow. Doesn't have the best numbers against him, so maybe he can get it going tonight.
Yeah, Glasnow scheduled to start for LA in Game 3. Faced the Brewers in back-to-back starts in July. Gave up 1 earned run over 11 innings. Rubén, what's the approach for Milwaukee against Glasnow in Game 3?
I think you got to sit on a fastball and hope that he doesn't throw that breaking ball over the plate. I mean, he's a guy that likes to have people either chase that high fastball, he'll try to ride it above the hands, or he'll try to drop that breaking ball. And he's had some success. He had a lot of success. I was really surprised how many strikes he threw against the Phillies. It's the reason why he pitched so dominantly against them. And you just got to hope that he doesn't spin that breaking ball over the plate. You look for fastball until you get to 2 strikes, and then you just got to battle. But if they can somehow not chase the fastball that's up above the hands and not chase that breaking ball that's going to be in the dirt, they got a chance to put some pressure on him, because he does not like base runners, and they can really put some pressure. They're one of the best base running teams in baseball. That's how they have to grind out runs, and I think that they can put a little heat on Glass now. It's just about winning one game that can turn things around for him.
That's a big point. I'm sorry. That's a big point that Rubén just made. He gets uncomfortable when he lets up base runners, because he knows that he's had trouble with getting the ball in the strike zone and being able to throw strikes at a consistent basis. So that's a really good point, as far as, like, if they can get some base runners, they can get them rattled and they can get some things going. So I like that.
Well, he has not been uncomfortable against the Brewers. They're hitting just a $141 against him lifetime. Louis Brinson, Rubén Amaro Jr. here on CBS Sports HQ. Men, thank you. First pitch for Game 3 set for just after 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 3 p.m. local time. So perhaps the Brewers jump on the Dodgers early with a late arriving crowd. Game 4 Friday, first pitch a little bit later, 8:38 Eastern time. And if necessary, Game 5 Saturday, scheduled for 8:08 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have full post-game reaction right here on CBS Sports HQ.